Hey everyone, it's Allison from Determined to Shine, and welcome. If it's your first time here, I'm so glad you decided to join me. And if you have been here before, welcome back. As you know, here at Determined to Shine, we are all about using the combination of spiritual connection and creativity, along with our community support to live creative and joyful lives. So welcome, and know that if you're having a bad day, that dark days are temporary, there is light ahead, and I am here to send you very much love. That said, let's dive in to our decks. Today we are doing a kind of double deck review walkthrough, and then we're going to do, of course, some awesome art journaling based on these decks. So we're looking at the Minute deck, which is a tarot deck, and the Minute Lenormand, which is a Lenormand deck. And the Lenormand, for those of you who have not used it or heard about it, it's just another form of kind of cardomancy or what I'll call fortune telling, though that's not how I use cards necessarily. I like to use them more for insight and reflection, but it's simply another system. And if you want to learn more about it, let me know. I can do an intro video on Lenormand. I can show you my whole collection of Lenormand decks, because of course I have plenty, because as you guys know, I'm a bit of a deck fiend. I love collecting decks. And I'll talk a little bit more about that when we look at that deck. But we're going to start with the tarot deck. Now, the really neat thing about these decks, I should say they are created by Robyn Tisch Hollister. The card is signed here. These are both available on Etsy. Now, right now, at the time I'm recording this, she is temporarily sold out, but she has more on the way, and I did talk to her, and they'll be available soon. So I'm still going to link these decks below, and you can kind of keep an eye out for them. One thing that I also thought was fun is that this artist actually lives only about 45 minutes away from me here in Wisconsin. So that was a fun reason to support her as well. So this is a new edition for 2020. It's reprinted. Here's the card back of the tarot deck. And so here's the really cool thing about this, right? The artist is, and I'm going to just kind of tell you this story while I walk through the cards so you can kind of see them. The artist is, a fan of tarot and a fan of creativity and art, much like myself and most of you who watch my channel. I love this High Priestess. She's also on this charm, which Robyn was kind enough to include in my order. I haven't yet decided if I'm going to put that on jewelry or attach it to the tarot bag I'm keeping these in. Oh, look at that Empress. Okay, so the story of this deck is that the artist was wanting to create a tarot and do all this, elaborate work, and she ended up deciding to challenge herself instead. She just grabbed her permanent markers. I love this Strength card. And she gave herself only 5 minutes per card. So every card design that she did in 5 minutes or less. And that's just like such a miracle. Oh, look at this Temperance. And such a blessing, right? Because so often one of the biggest objections I hear from people, okay, this star card, I'm here for it. I love this card. Might even be one of my favorite star cards ever. I'm so serious. I love it so much. So the real gift in this deck for me is twofold. One, it's super cute and I love it. Ah, look at this world. I want that to be me. I want to dance around in that dress holding a globe. That should be like a goal. If I get X subscribers, I'll get a dress like that and dance around for all of you. I probably won't do that, but I'm just saying. It's the kind of thing I would joke about doing at a minimum. Anyway, so often people say they don't have time to be creative. I'm going to skip some of these cards because I want you to be able, if you get these decks, to discover them on your own too. Look at that Queen. We often think we don't have time to be creative. We think we don't have time to create anything worthwhile, that you know, oh, I only have 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15, and we can't get anything done productive in that time. So instead, we sit around and we don't do much of anything, right? And that's just silliness. We all have time, and there's so much that can be done creatively in just a few minutes. And this deck is proof of that. The whole deck was created. Let me look at the paper insert that was included. She tells the story on here. She completed the entire major arcana in less than 2 hours. And that means this whole deck was created in 9 hours. Can you even imagine creating a tarot deck in 9 hours? That's like just a work day. Oh, look at this Queen of Swords. Love her. Love her. Some of these cards for me are like some of my favorite cards out there and created in 5 minutes or less. And so what I love about this deck is that every time I use it, not only do I get to connect to that like fun, super colorful, bright energy that defines kind of my creative style and the aesthetic that I love, but I'm reminded that there's no excuse for me to not be creative, that I have all the time I need to do everything I want to do. I love this Queen of Pentacles holding the bunny. So cute. So cute. All right. So that is the Minute Tarot. Now we're going to look at the Minute Lenormand. Once again, 2020 edition with a signature card, which I think is really just a neat touch from the artist. Now we also have a star back on these, so similar to the tarot, but not identical. And again, for those of you who are unfamiliar with Lenormand, I'll include some resources in the description box, or let me know if you want to see more of these style decks. Lenormand, just like tarot, is a very specific system with a very specific number of cards that have set meanings kind of across different decks. So unlike an oracle where anything kind of goes, Lenormand is loyal to a specific system with specific meanings. And she does include this handout that gives you the traditional meanings as well as what she calls her minute meanings. So you can kind of read that. They're similar, but you know, these are kind of quickie meanings like the style of the deck. So it works really well. This card reminds me of Little Me for some somewhat obvious reasons. The stars, puppy. So again, I'm not going to show you all the cards, just want to get through these last few. And I just love it. Again, all created in, oh, look how beautiful she is. All created in 5 minutes or less. So, so magical. And then you do get an extra kind of bonus woman or fortune teller card at the end, which I love. So those are the cards. And they do come with, as I mentioned, some little handouts that you can use. But these are, you know, standardized decks. So you can read them with any guidebook you have, any kind of tarot book you have, etc. I do store these decks together. I keep them in one giant tarot bag that I like. This is from Third Eye Tarot Bags. It's one of my favorite stores on Etsy for tarot bags. Let me just zoom out a little so you can see that better. Boop. And then within this bag, I keep them in these little pouches. And these are just those kind of little flimsy organza bags that you get. I often get them when I buy crystals online or at my local New Age shop. They come in these. So I just keep each deck in its own little pouch and then put them both in here along with the inserts that came with the deck. So all of that fits together very nicely. And again, I may add that deck charm to the bag, or I may decide to keep it separate. So that is the Minute Tarot and the Minute Lenormand. I hope you enjoyed seeing them, and now we're going to dive into our creative stretch. Okay, so diving right in, our creative project for this set of decks is not going to be any surprise. We're going to create an art journal page in 5 minutes or less. Now, I know this can be done because I showed you this journal before. A lot of the pages in here are things I did create in 5 minutes or less. For example, this just little collage is just a couple of pieces with a bit of fabric, etc. But I am going to do this in real time for you. I've not planned out much ahead of time. So let's just flip through and see if I can find a base I want to work on. Actually, I think I'm going to go with this page. And so this just has some writing on it. And something I thought would be really funny because I'm funny. I don't know. Maybe I'm funny. So I decided I wanted to work with the Star and the World cards because those are the two that I super, super loved from this deck. And so again, just took pictures of them and printed them out with my printer. Easy peasy, right? Nothing super like hard about that. And I don't quite know how I'm going to use them yet, but I have this pile of cards from the Meme the Game. I love using cards from card games and board games in my art journals. So I literally bought this game at Five Below, which is a $5 store, because I wanted to use it in art journaling and I thought it'd be fun. And when I was looking at the decks, I noticed that these cards would like fit kind of exactly. So I'm going to see if there's anything that fits the Star or the World. When you step in gum. Whee! No. When you're caught talking to yourself. I actually kind of like that for the Star. Let's see. Later hater. That's pretty funny for the World. Woke up like this is pretty funny. Let's see what else we like. Someone wakes you early on a weekend like. That one friend who refuses to have fun. There's so many cards in the deck that would be great for that one, but not the ones I chose. Oh, when things are going swimmingly. Sometimes you don't know your own strength. Party animal. Do you even lift? When you know what the Dewey Decimal System is. That's pretty hilarious to me because I love that. Leaving the party early, like that look when you see a big bug. See, these are like, they're just silly. You are not the boss of me. Most lit day ever. Like, I don't know. So these are just things, like I said, I just think they'd be funny, and they're just like, when you stop and smell the roses and find out you're allergic, right? Like, there's obviously a tarot card to go with that. I feel like I could make a whole game or a whole video out of like a whole tarot deck, like one for each of these. But okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Okay. I want to use when you know what the Dewey Decimal System is with the World card, because I think that's super funny. I'm just going to need to cut this down a little bit more, and then I'm going to check my time because I'm officially starting this page right now. Okay, so I have got 5 minutes or less to do this per Robyn's rules. Okay, loving it. I'm gonna need something to put behind this, or do I want to, can I fit 2 on here? Like, what do I want to do 2 on the same page? I think maybe I do. Oh, but I know what I want to do. Okay. Okay, I figured this out. I can't do it on there. I need to do it on a page that doesn't have something on the other side yet, or that has something thinner, or that I can cut. Nope, that's not tall enough. It's got to be... Is there any room in here? Journal, journal. That could be cut. That can't be cut. Oh, I'll show you where I'm trying to go if I can find a page I can do it on. Oh, I might not be able to. Shoot. Okay, I'm wasting too much time. So what I was thinking about doing was putting them like this and then cutting that page so that the whole page would just be the skinny bits. But that's not gonna work, so I'm gonna have to take a different approach. So I could use this page here. So this is a fun page. This is just something I did with a vinyl sticker that I got, and just do the next right thing, which is a lyric from Frozen 2. There's Anna, Sugar Skull Anna. Okay, I have to trim this down. Oh, I need to hurry. I need to hurry. Do I want to do it on Sometimes You Don't Know Your Own Strength? No, I want to do it on Woke Up Like This or When You're Caught Talking to... I think I want to do it on When You're Caught Talking to Yourself. Woke Up Like This. Yeah. No, I don't know. I can't decide. I can't decide. There's so much pressure to get it done in 5 minutes. I changed my mind. Okay. I'm going to put these down here, and then I'm going to see if I can... Oh, look, it's a Disney edition right next to Anna. That's funny. Oops, that didn't quite come out there. This isn't sticking very well on here. That's okay. Okay. All right, I seriously, I do not have much time here. I have a minute. Okay, what I want to do is just find some pretty paper to go right there. So I'm going to get my paper. Okay, I gave myself a pause to grab my paper bin, but not to make a decision. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to use this yellow one because it goes nicely with this yellow that's here. I'm actually going to use glue stick here because that will hold better. For anyone who's been crafting and is glue stick doesn't work, the trick to glue stick is, if you've been following me for any length of time, you know, heat and weight, which means once you glue it, you sit on it. And once you sit on it, that heat will seal it in. I'm going to do a tear on this rather than a cut because it'll just look nicer with that album edge. And what am I on time? 3, 4, 5, 6. Not very good. Okay, I guess I'm done. I could add something here or I could just leave it. And for now, I'm going to leave it because my time is up. Wait, no, I could put a sticker here. Hold on, let me get my stickers. I have 30 seconds. Okay, I got up to get my stickers, but I instead saw these patches. If you watched my review the other day, you know I used one of these for my deck bag mod. I'm going to use one in here. I got about 20 seconds to decide. Maybe there. And done. Okay. I don't know if that was exactly 5 minutes because I didn't set a true timer. I was just kind of watching the timestamp on my video, so forgive me if I was off. But you get the point, right? Just taking time to not overthink. And I actually, I super love this. I love the yellows. I love Anna next to these tarot. I love this ridiculous silliness because I'm just silly, and I love using my tarot card things in my journals, using pictures of my cards. So I hope that you liked this. Again, just challenge yourself for what can you do in 5 minutes. I mean, this was a 5-minute page that I showed you the other day. This absolutely was. This was a 5-minute page. You know, this was like a 2-second page. I mean, this, well, I spray inked this background, but then this is just 2 stickers. That's a magazine cutout, a couple, and a sticker on top of a coloring page. You know, this is a piece of sheet music paper with a cutout, a sticker, 3 words. Just don't limit yourself to feeling like you can't get something done because you don't have time, because there's always time to be creative. And I encourage you to have a creative play, do something in 5 minutes or less, inspired by Robyn's amazing decks, the Minute Tarot and Minute Lenormand. And again, I will put those links in the description box for you, and I hope that you have so much fun checking those out. Be sure to give her some love, because it's really brave to put your art into the world. And Robyn, thank you for gifting us all with your 2 decks and your 5-minute creations and your inspiration to let us know that we can all be creative in whatever way speaks to us. Even if, like for me, my favorite way to be artsy is simply to glue stuff in a book. So thank you. Thanks to everyone. I encourage you to, again, get creative. If you want to learn more about art journaling, be sure to sign up for my free 30 days of art journaling class. You can find the link to that in the description box. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to do all the things. Hit that like button, click that little bell to make sure you get notified when I post a new video, and of course, subscribe, so that you get all the future content. So that said, have a great day, a great week, a great life, and I hope that you, as always, remain determined to shine, jazz hands. Be determined to shine. If your life is shiny right now, awesome. If it's not, know that something great is ahead of for you. Love you lots, and I'll see you soon in the next video.